Yeah, that was my next question. What do you expect to happen to those numbers in 23 in different places around the world? And is it going to be correlated to where the vaccine is still being promoted or even mandated?
I'm sure that's going to be part of our analysis. Our biggest fear is that we don't know the medium and long-term effects. And what concerned us when we produced the vaccine damage report, the number you referenced of about 150 billion in economic damages, what we saw that was disturbing was that the absence and work time lost accelerated into 2022. It became significantly worse. It was 6 standard deviations in 21 in both the UK and the US, and then it accelerated to 13 and 12 standard deviations. So we're concerned that even though you may not be getting boosters, there may be a certain segment of the population where damage has been done and your immune system's been compromised. So you're injured and you're chronically getting ill. And unfortunately, these buckets are not static. So you can go from injured to disabled, potentially dead. And here are the numbers we found in 2022: 300,000 excess deaths in the US due to we believe, to the vaccine. We think that's low. We're very conservative. 1.36 million disabilities and 26.6 million injured people that's presenting itself as chronically missing work. So that's about 10% of the US population. That's why it's a national security issue, and it seems to be predominantly found in the working folks of this country, not those who are either retired or working for themselves, who chose not to get the jab or quit to get the jab. We found those not in labor force in 2022 and 21, their disability rate went up the least, only 4% versus the employed disability rate, which went up 31%. So whatever happened in 21 and 22 was detrimental to your health to be employed. And obviously, the only thing that changed was the vaccine and mandates. And if it's not that, what is it and why is it not being talked about? And the circular logic takes you back to the fact that it's likely a cover-up at this point.
And when it's hitting the employed, that means it's hitting the people that are healthy enough to work?
Yes, work. So by the very nature of getting up in the morning and getting to a job and being young, you're the healthiest amongst us. You're between 25 and 44. We'll just use that group, the millennials. You're the healthiest amongst us. You have access to the best healthcare, but yet mysteriously in 21 and 22, your health outcomes as a group are worse than the general population. That should never happen, and it's a national security issue. That's what I've said to Senator Ron Johnson. In our military, I've talked to Teresa Long, Colonel Teresa Long, and she's one of the whistleblowers, and she suspects that if we don't fix all this, and given the problems they're having with recruitment due to the woke nature of the military, we won't have a standing army in 5 years, because what people don't understand is for every one pilot that flies a jet, there's 7 to 10 support people behind them. And if you get 2 of those people either dying, disabled, or chronically sick, you have a problem.
Those numbers are just hard to comprehend. 26 million injured. And like you said, it's one thing to look at the deaths, but if the injuries are harder to quantify, but if you're seeing the missing work going up, that's a great way to see it. But like you said, it's unknown. So that could go up in the next year, even if there's not people vaccinated, because you don't know the damage that's being done and how much it disabilitates someone before they even die, right? You just don't know.
We don't know. We don't know the medium-term effects. And, as a trend follower, we're looking at the disability trend. So the rate of change in the growth of disabilities has slowed, but the trend, if you're going to draw a trend line, it hasn't broken trend. So disabilities, if things were going to get back to normal, we should see a break in the trend, and we haven't yet. It's just the rise in disabilities has slowed, which is good news. But we also suspect that part of the issue is that some of those people who are disabled are dying. So the numbers are slowing, potentially because of deaths.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy.
The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom